Chad has no idea about video. 4K coming in is better for downscaling and anti-aliasing. He has less compression, artifacting, etc. Get a clue? No, I know that, and that's why I wanted to do it. But the problem was that these cameras are great for filming 4K footage to an SD card. To fix basically yesterday's issues with the camera. We figured it out. It's because Lumix cameras, for all intents and purposes, hold on, I'm gonna like change some stuff around here a little bit. Lumix cameras, for all intents and purposes, unfortunately, are not very good at, I mean, they're very good at broadcasting 4K, or not broadcasting, they're very good at filming 4K footage. They're not necessarily very good at live broadcasting 4K footage. Like, there's a difference between being able to film 4K footage onto your memory stick. Okay, I'll wait, as I know you'll cover it, but how did you feel about the Slate article for your Hasan diehards? What do you mean? What does that even mean? I gave, that was a profile done with my knowledge. So yeah, I liked it. I mean, there's a couple parts of it that I didn't fully agree with, but you know, there's always going to be some editorial control that I don't, you know, but yeah, it's a great article and we'll take a look at it later. Curious, have you seen the video of the plane flipping it, the actual crash itself? Yes. I also talked to my professional plane correspondent. Anyway, here's the thing. Here's the problem with the Lumix cameras. And it's the same problem with the Sony cameras as well. I have long been obsessed with the idea of being able to offer you like 4K footage. Okay, it's like one of the nerdiest parts of I guess my brain. Kaya, chill out. New cams, great cameras, but you definitely want something better for streaming. What are you talking about? There is nothing better for streaming. This image that you're seeing, the clarity of this image that you're getting is quite literally the highest level of clarity that you're gonna get. I wanted to go beyond that. I wanted to, because if you stream here, I'm gonna give you guys some nerd shit, okay? If I had these cameras tweaked at 4K, the SDI cable and the HDMI on those cameras are not actually created specifically for clarity of vision in real-time broadcasting. It's not, these cameras are not designed for live streaming. Many cameras are not. No, none of the professional cameras are actually designed for live streaming. They're actually designed for filming. So when you film things, it's different, right? They're designed, they're internal mechanisms, their machines are designed to basically give you the best possible footage available in the format of an SD card. Okay, that's it. They need to be tweaked a bit. No, they can't be tweaked. This is it. This is most of the cameras that streamers use, whether it be the Lumix cameras that I have here or whether it's the Sony FX that I use when I'm live streaming. Those cameras are all still very much created with the purpose of filming things, not live broadcasting things. Because when you live broadcast things, the image quality suffers, or rather, there is a level of latency. Okay? There's latency because the SDI input or the HDMI and SDI outputs are specifically designed for like mini monitors that you can watch in real time. They're not designed for the final product. The final product is still going to be in the SD. It's going to be not choppy. It's going to give you the perfect vision, perfectly crisp. So my issue was I was trying to force the Lumix cameras to feed 4K footage, even though we can't technically broadcast in 4K anyway on Twitch. Even when you get exceptions, I think there's like exemptions that Twitch gives to people. But even then, most people don't broadcast in true 4K anyway. But it doesn't really matter, because if you're still streaming in 4K camera, if you're streaming with a 4K camera, okay, and the footage that you're feeding into a 1080p output is still 4K, it's still going to have higher quality, right? So basically, I just wanted to give you higher quality. Even if you downscale 4K from 1080p, it will look better than just straight up 1080p, yes. but that's what I did. I downscaled 4K from 1080p, and it was going to look better than 1080p, which it did. However, it basically didn't matter because the latency was too high, and therefore you were seeing a lot of lag. There was a lot of lag from the camera onto the broadcast by the time we got to the broadcast. That's it. It's just nerd shit. I just wanted to make it not just so that the quality was high, but also the quality was high for my editors, like for the HasanAbi Clips Industrial Complex editors, for the HasanAbi TikTok Industrial Complex editors, because when I go down to the corner of my screen, if it's at least like higher quality footage, you can still zoom in on it without suffering too much in terms of quality. That was my goal. And while that was my goal, this is still good enough. Okay? This is still good enough. You feed the AV nerds in your audience so good and they still complain. Yeah. And it seems that this is an issue that everyone is aware of, because, and it's not like that big of a problem because most people are perfectly fine with either one, live streaming from 1080p, because most platforms don't even have 4K accessibility anyway. So it doesn't matter. Does that make sense? Do you understand? Hopefully that was helpful for all of you. Chad has no idea about video. 4K coming in is better for downscaling and anti-aliasing. He has less compression, artifacting, etc. Get a clue? No, I know that. And that's why I wanted to do it. But the problem was that these cameras are great for filming 4K footage to an SD card, but they're not great for live broadcasting 4K footage. Okay? And that's the reason why you were watching the screen like experience frame drops and tears. It sometimes basically felt like I was question for research. Which stream did this come from? I don't know. Hold on. Bro, the quality is great. Can you please stop explaining the stream and stop pandering? No, I will not. I will continue pandering. I guess it's considered pandering now. But the reason why I'm explaining this is because this is what I did. You asked me what the personal news is. This is what I did last night. This is what the HasanAbi gaming team did last night. Okay? Working on that. But I also have another announcement.